Peace and paradise to all American Aborigines, aka the Americans. Chief Holiday in the building. We got God Libra Son in the building. Peace Libra Son. We got Top Data Dogs
Peace,
Communication,
peace.
aka the Cyborg in the building. What's up, fellas?
Peace.
How y'all doing, man?
Man, peace to the
We back.
tribe,
We
man.
back.
Peace to the first Americans. We in here.
That's
What
right.
it do?
Peace to the tribe, man. So check it out. So we just gonna get right into this thing. We kind of already done talked about it. It's Dr. Umar Johnson's school. This video is saying congratulations, because here's what we feel like this right here, right? At the end of the day, because I don't agree with whatever your philosophy is or whoever philosophy, don't mean that we shouldn't support each other when we're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be Pan-Africans subscribe to Tribe Up, right? Tribe Up the app even. Why not? They're Aborigines, right? They can learn something when they seeing us posting things and things of that nature on our tribal social media. See how that worked out? So that's what we at with it, y'all. You know, we got to be on code, man, and stay on code. Never be off code. So when you are in the public, you know what I'm saying, we know how to deal with each other. Because if I'm not gonna have the Pan-African argument in public with Umar. Y'all follow me? I'm not gonna have that with Tariq. I'm not gonna have that with Seti and them. Oh shit. Yeah.
Chief Holiday running over kids and shit. Like, what's going on?
No.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't really know too much about the school, but apparently he got a school, so we gotta congratulate the brother. As a lot of people know, we might have, some people, some of us might have some disagreements or some negative thoughts or whatever. But like Chief said, we are in the public and we must stay on code. And so anybody found disrespecting the brother and trying to tear him down, you look bad. You look bad at this point. Trying to tell the brother down. Now that ain't no forgiveness, and they don't mean like that. It's called a code of conduct. And when you go by a code of conduct, you go by a code of conduct. Like that's really how you go by. But we'll see what we get into. But apparently, like, to me, the brother is still within his 10 years. Now, me, I usually give a person 10 years to actually change, to go from like a criminal insane to actual decent to actual professional, something like that. I give him about 10 years. So he within his 10-year range to me. I spoke to Chief about it. He said here about 4 years. You said about 4 years in the making. So yeah, that's just me personally. And so I'm, I feel like, hey, he within that 10 years, he changed around, he's trying to get something, he's doing something. But at the end of the day, we got to figure out what exactly is it that he's doing. What is, I mean, is it mental? Is it something mental for us? Like we just got a mental stimulation knowing we said we was going to do something and we did it? Or is it really like gonna somehow push us forward? So we have to look at that as well. But either way it go, if the brother got his school, the brother's got his school. So congratulations to the brother. Ty Data support you, and we happy for you. And if you need any technical issues, you already know where to find us at. Data Dogs 33. Find us up at tribeup.app. 5000elite.com. We get with you on some of that type of stuff. We ain't got that much money, but we could put some work in. So we just want to look at the video. You just want to look at the video now. Or you want to keep?
Yeah. Let's run the video, man. Then we can come back and then just rap a taste with the tribe, man, and then we can just kind of go in from there. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this is the people's station, man. It's the people's channel. So we gonna break it down, and after we watch it, then we can come back and break it down so even more.
Okay, looks pretty good to me so far. So y'all gonna have to mute y'all mic, go in the chat room probably to hear it. So let's go ahead and get it in. I'm gonna mute mine too.
afternoon. My name is Dr. Umar Johnson. I am a certified school psychologist and doctor of clinical psychology. 4 long years ago, we began a fundraising campaign to build America's first independent, African-centered school based off the principles of Pan-Africanism and international economics. It has been 4 long years of fundraising, 4 long years of searching all across this country, flying and driving from state to state, city to city, looking for the best place to begin the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence. I want to thank all of my loyal supporters and all of my donors who have stood by me through this tough and difficult time. And I am happy and elated to report to you today that we have found the location for the very first FDMG Academy. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, parents and youth and elders, our ancestors are happy today. They rejoice in heaven because we can now begin the process of psychological reconstruction, one African mind at a time. At the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, we're going to be teaching our young men along the lines of 6 key sciences. The first science will be economic and financial science. We want our young men to understand wealth as opposed to money. We want them to understand international investments, banking. We need them to be able to read the stock market reports. We want them to understand real estate, and we want them to master the principles of interest. In addition to financial and economic science, we're going to teach our young men dietary and nutritional science. As you know, our people are dying every day from poor food and poor dietary habits. We want to teach them how to understand and use the vitamins and minerals that the universe has given us. We want to teach them how to eat in order to live. And on top of that, there will be agricultural and agronomical science. If we want them to eat properly, we must show them how to grow properly. We must show them how to make their own food, to grow their own fruit, to grow their own vegetables. Oh yes, this is a Green Thumb Academy where we not only eat to live, but we grow the food that we eat. In addition to that, there will be the science of the community and the family. We have to teach our young men how to be fathers, how to be sons, how to be organizers, and how to be leaders. And then after that, political science, to make sure they understand the world in which they live. And then spiritual science, to understand all of the great astrological and cosmological spiritual systems that African people have given to the world. And last but not least, we must also make sure they understand the science of being men. This is why the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy exists. This is what we intend to do within the sacred walls of this great institution. Brothers and sisters, we are not yet done the work of preparing this school for our young men. There are still many more repairs and renovations that have to take place. I need you to continue to donate. I need you to continue to sacrifice financially. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to give in. We have our building, but now we must repair, renovate, and restore this fine institution so that it is once again a model of 21st century learning. Brothers and sisters, please send your checks and money orders payable to the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19132. We are going to make history. We are going to shock the world. We are going to transform the entire community, one black boy at a time. In this school, you don't have to worry about special education. In this school, you don't have to worry about ADHD diagnoses. In this school, you will never get a phone call from a teacher or an administrator telling you that your child needs dangerous psychiatric medication in order to get an education. In this school, the teachers are responsible for learning. In this school, I am, your child's principal, is responsible for his academic success. We don't blame the parents at the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. And not only that, in this fine institution, we teach self-respect. In this fine institution, we teach Garveyism. In this fine institution, we teach African race pride and African self-determination, not in one thing, but in all things. In this school, we teach Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. In this school, your child will be taught the history and life and works of the greatest black leader of the 19th century, the Honorable Frederick Douglass. Your son will also be taught the history, the life, and the works of the father of modern Pan-Africanism, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. What your son will get in this academy, he will not get anywhere else on earth. Rejoice today, because this is an international school. And the beauty of what we are going to do here at the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, the beauty lies in the fact that where this great school is located gives our young men in Maryland an opportunity to learn here. We will give our young men in New Jersey an opportunity to learn here. We will give our young men in Pennsylvania an opportunity to learn here. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, school number 1, will be in the second smallest state in this great nation. It will be in the first state to ratify the United States Constitution. It will be in one of the last states to end the chattel slavery of our African ancestors. Brothers and sisters, that state is Delaware. Here, in one of the original 13 states, we will begin the process of resurrecting African people and reconstructing the African mind one child at a time. I don't have to tell you that we have a war against black boys in this country that is sending our young men to the cemetery and to the prison. We have a war against black males in this country that is putting more black men on the streets than in the boardrooms. There is a war against our young men. Everything from police genocide to black on black fratricide. Everything from homicide to suicide. Everything from unemployment, low self-esteem, and psychological hopelessness. But we're going to change all that. In just a few short months, we're going to change all that. In the name of our ancestors, in the name of our elders, in the name of my 2 grandmothers, both of whom I lost this year, I dedicate this sacred institution. I dedicate this sacred space to the resurrection and to the reclamation of African people everywhere. All I can say is get ready. Get ready for redemption. Get ready for resurrection. Get ready to rejoice, because the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence
Shout out to
is
Master
about
M in the
to
building.
open its doors. Brothers and sisters, if you would like to volunteer or work at the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence, please contact me at Dr. Umar Johnson at yahoo.com. That's DrUmarJohnson at yahoo.com. Or you can call your brother at 844-4-Dr. That's 844-4-DRUMAR. I want volunteers. I want brothers and sisters with skills and talents and expertise that they are willing to share with our young men. Come and be a part of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy family. Come and be a part of this great Pan-African Renaissance that we are going to begin at this school. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that at the FDMG Academy, there will be no out-of-school suspension. At the FDMG Academy, parents will never be called and told they must come in to get their children. At the FDMG Academy, there will never ever be a problem with young men being arrested by police. No boy will be arrested inside of this school. At the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, we will have a 90% raw and vegan diet. At the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, they will learn African language. At this institution, they will learn African martial arts. At this institution, community service will be a critical aspect of instruction at this school. We are Pan-Africanists, and our young men will be Pan-Africanists. We are dedicated to the emancipation of African minds. As my ancestor Frederick Douglass once said, it is better to build strong men than to repair those who have been broken. Marcus Messiah Garvey said, without confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I am happy today. And I hope that you are happy with me, because in these chairs that you see before you, in these very seats, our young men will sit down and learn who they are, where they come from, but more importantly, what they still must be. 1619, 400 years ago, our ancestors were brought here, not as people, but as property. They were brought here to serve, to work. They were dehumanized and condemned. The worst tragedy in human history. Here we are, next year, the eve of 400 years, the quadricentennial of the American slavery of African people is right before us. And we are offering our sacrifice of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence. This school will be our great and mighty sacrifice to our African ancestors, to let them know that we have not forgotten them, to let them know that we will honor them, to let them know that in this school our young men will pick up where they left off. Martin Delaney, Henry Highland Garnett, Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, Anna Julia Cooper, Lady Henrietta Vinton Davis, Amy Jakes Garvey, Amy Ashwood Garvey, Edward Wilmot Blyden, Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser, Denmark Vesey, Ida B. Wells, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Queen Mother Nanny, Ya Ashantiwa, Queen Nzinga, Robert Purvis, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Yusuf Ben Yakinen, Dr. Amos Wilson, John Jackson, George G.M. James, Carter G. Woodson, Shaka Kasensa Kakona, Menelik II, His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, and the list goes on and on. All of these great names will be honored, upheld, and their spirits will be invited into this great academy. Brothers and sisters, the time has come for the redemption of African people. Brothers and sisters, as this will be the site of the very first Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, it must not only be the learning institution for our young men, but it must also be the international headquarters for the National Independent Black Parent Association. And it will also be the international headquarters for the 21st century's greatest Pan-African movement, the International Movement for the Independence and Protection of African People, also known as Team Pan-African. We will run the NIBPA from this location, and we will run Team Pan-African from this location. We will also have an annual FDMG, Pan-African Family Festival. And not only that, we will have an International Black Women's Festival, International Black Man's Festival, International Pan-African Youth Conference. This is where we will hold our think tanks. This is where we will strategize to build a black grocery store, and build a black bank, and build a black hospital, and build a black farm from this location. All that must be done to turn this city into a black Wall Street will be done. Oh yes, it is definitely about the education of our children, but it does not stop there. It is about the organization of our community. It is about the political and financial empowerment of African people all around the world. The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey and the UNIA has given us the blueprint. They said wherever Garvey goes, so goes the headquarters of the great movement. And as a result of that, where I go, so goes the international headquarters for all of African people. So from this space, we will organize our community. From this space, we will save our young people. From this space, we will support our sisters. And from this space, we will resurrect our brothers. It's going down in 2019. 400 years later, the quadricentennial of African people. Get your boots on, get ready, get focused, and get dedicated, because there is work that must be done. And we need all members of our community to come together. Whether you are Nawapi, Gazan Earth, Nation of Islam, whether you are Hebrew, Moor, Pan-African, Socialist, or Nationalist, the time has come for Black power. Brothers and sisters, saving black children is my life. Saving black boys is my pledge. Helping black mothers is my focus. Empowering black fathers is what I live for. Brothers and sisters, I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we open up these doors on the first day of school. I can't wait to see all the young men being dropped off. I can't wait for all the black mothers to be so pleased at the fact that they finally have a school for black boys, by black boys, and in the interest of black boys. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, Team Pan-African, the National Independent Black Parent Association. We have a lot of problems in Black America. We got racism and self-hate. We got organizational tribalism. We have issues between black men and black women. We have light skin supremacy issues and dark skin supremacy issues. We have economic disorganization problems. We have black bourgeoisie issues. We have all kinds of problems. But inside of this building, we will begin to solve those problems for the entire African world from right here in Delaware. The entire African world will come here on a regular basis to help us organize and strategize and mobilize our people for the Pan-African resurrection that our ancestors crave and deserve. All roads in the African world, all 7 continents and the hundreds of countries, all roads will lead to the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Wilmington, Delaware, I hope you're ready. Everywhere from Dover to Newcastle to Wilmington and points beyond, get ready, because we are about to become the living example of what a black community is supposed to be. Black Delaware, I hope you are ready, because we are about to become the focus of the Pan-African world. We will become the 21st century's first Black Wall Street. One God, one aim, one destiny. 4 long years ago, I made a pledge to black boys in this country that I would give them and their parents a school that was designed just for them, where they wouldn't have to worry about being suspended every day or expelled every other year. They wouldn't have to worry about their mothers being called from work, being told that they have to come and take their son out of school for behavior problems. They don't have to worry about being called the N-word by teachers. They don't have to worry about being ridiculed for who they are. They don't have to worry about being forced to worship the culture of another people above and beyond their own. Well, the time has come. I have kept my promise, and I will deliver to our young men and their parents, especially our single mothers, a school that will be a heaven on earth, a place where our young men can be, where they can not only survive, but also thrive. And brothers and sisters, we don't only have just one school, we have 2 schools. We have the Frederick Douglass building, and we have the Marcus Garvey building. That's right, 2 schools for our boys, and sooner or later, our girls. We are here. The time has come. Our ancestors have spoken, and the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy will be a reality. Not just the school, but a community center. Not just a community center, but a think tank. Not just a think tank, but the headquarters for Team Pan-African, the international movement for the independence and protection of African people. The die has been cast. The ancestors have spoken. 400 years later, it is time to get up off our knees and live as men and women. I hope you are happy. I hope you are glad. I hope you continue to donate, because the resurrection of African people will begin in Wilmington, Delaware.
Huh? Y'all woke?
Yep.
Man,
I'm finna have some fun with the elbows tonight. Oh
Let's
man, the RBG's on your throat. I'm finna have some fun with this.
If you're loving the
so
person that you're calling and talking to right now, stop what you're doing and call in.
Very inspiring, you know.
But you can just tell them that you love
You
them.
know,
Right?
me, I'm a, you know, I looked at the production, you know what I'm saying? So right off the bat, I gotta, you know, say the production was okay. It could have been a little bit better, but it very inspiring, you know, but it was well constructed. You could tell they put some time into it, and he got it. It looked good, man. It looked very good. Congratulations to the brother, and you know, I'm a futurist, so you know the potential, and you know it has a lot of potential and stuff like that. So you know, yeah, I can't wait to see what comes out of it. You know, congratulations to the brother, but You know, let me see some negative things about it. We gotta, he need to figure out basically, who he consider black. Um, what is considered black? Is a mixed person considered black, or we gotta, he gotta sort that out, make that kind of clear to the people. Um, is a person with a black person with a white ancestor. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. So we gotta figure that out. Um, Delaware. I don't know how that works. Is it a lot of black people in Delaware? I'm guessing maybe it is. So yeah, I'm inspired, man. I wish I can help. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. The politics is a little, you know, the politics of it. So I'm trying to stay away from the politics because if I go down the road of politics, it's gonna take a left. So I'm trying to stay out of politics. I'm trying to go more into something else. So I'm gonna leave the politics out of it and just, like I said, it looked like I had good potential. I want to see what's out of it. And the video was inspiring. I mean, I'm inspired, you know, and I'm proud of the brother. But I'm finna clown the apples tonight because the Pan Africans got a school, man. They got a school, chief. They clowning. So what the apples gonna say on that? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But congratulations to the brother. I'm not gonna let politics get in the way, but
The music, man.
inspiring. It was pretty inspiring. Sort of.
Well, I'll say this.
Predatory loans to
Well, that was the second time I seen it. So I paid a little bit more attention to a couple of things he was saying. Um, he said they found it, but he didn't say they purchased it.
Oh, okay. So that was what you think
Now I don't
that
know
was?
if he needs more money or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But the second video shows him going in and showing all the renovations that need to be done. It's definitely an old school. It needs a lot of work. So we might get into that one just a little bit, not watch the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, I don't know. It's in Delaware.
Leave us know what you think as an Aborigine to the core. Can you find yourself to support that?
Let me just say this, right?
Here we go. This is where wisdom come in, y'all. Y'all listen up.
No, I mean, I think that what he's trying to accomplish is will be considered a great thing, especially in the climate that a lot of people find themselves in. But at the same time, if you're not reinforcing a kid's or children's true identity, then I have a problem with that. Because if that's the case, I don't really see it as being any different than any other school. Besides the interference, of the police department. That's about the only difference I see. And how they're going to handle disciplinary actions or whatever. But other than that, I mean, if you're not teaching true history, or the true dynamics of who we are, then I think that's a problem. Period.
I think it has potential to. Imagine if he do his genealogy, right? We know his father, right? And find out he ain't from Africa. And 2 years from now, he say, "Man, Frederick Douglass was an Aborigine. Marcus Garvey was an Aborigine." That's the work, y'all. That's why you support it. Marcus Garvey never said he was an African, ever. I heard of him. The UNIA is Negro, not African. He could have said African. It was a Negro improvement. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, we gotta stay on code and give the brother, the benefit of the doubt too. But yeah, I just need to clarify.
I'm beginning to believe, Chief.
Huh?
You know what I'm beginning to believe? That a lot of these Pan-Africans, they seem to believe that somebody was trying to hide Africa from them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you say, when you find those organizations and they don't mention anything about no Africans, but they throwing African in there like that's some new found information. It's like, well, they didn't know that they weren't Negroes. You know what I'm saying? They was really African, but they wouldn't tell them.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? That's that type of shit. Like, that's the only thing that can explain it. Like, why you keep on trying to change the name of shit? You know what I'm saying? Just like when you look at the burial grounds, you know what I'm saying? It's like they were the Negro burial grounds, and you feel that if it doesn't say African American, then they're hiding something. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's crazy, man. And that's what I think their logic is. They really believe that they were, that there was some kind of conspiracy not to use the word African and shit. In those early days. I can't think of anything else that would explain that type of thought process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for cooking for me, baby.
Like, why did they keep on inserting that word when it wasn't there? And they can't deal with really, it's like they can't even really deal with what really happened or what was really taking place. They always had to insert this African American mindset into the whole, picture.
Listen, you all need to call in, fellas. Man, call in, keep it smooth. Yes, ladies, you can call in, but
so I don't know, man.
Love, keep it sexy, keep it deep, man.
Well,
call in at 855.
He could have took that money anywhere on the continent of Africa. But once again, the ancestors made it to where he stayed here in Delaware. And Delaware is a significant place. So he's going to find that out when he gets up there. And really get out there in the community. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Delaware, bro. But I don't know. Going back to Frederick Douglass, right? Somebody's going to have to answer about folly of colonization, to talk about all the things that Frederick Douglass said, and we can actually go document. You know what I'm saying? He actually made a distinction between us and Africans. Goddamn. Like, is this real? And if he's naming the school after an Aborigine, this little Indian boy, right? Come on. So for me, this chess, it's a high level of chess. you almost got to trick them into it. They don't even know it yet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my take on it, man. You know, Frederick Douglass as well as Marcus Garvey were both Aborigines. So every school is gonna have to eventually understand that and change. It's inevitable. You can't keep teaching a lie. That's the whole thing. You can't teach a lie forever. Like people figured it out. Like, yo, that's not true. And more and more you're talking to people in the streets, they know that they're not from Africa. They know that they from tribe here. Their grandmother told them. Somebody told them. You know, their mama told them. You know what I mean? And so most people didn't have the opportunity to go get indoctrinated in colleges. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I think we're gonna have to not judge our schools based off of their schools. You understand what I'm saying? And in the way they put them together, because last time I checked, we didn't have sit-down schools and things like that when we built civilization, when we came up with sacred geometry and mathematics and science and everything else that the world is using today. We didn't have these type of schools. So that's my only thing. You know, I feel like we got to go back to the way we did when we invented these things. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my, you know, as an educator, as a teacher, you know, I feel like we gotta adapt to what's going on. You know what I mean? But give it a ancient twist. You feel me? So that's kind of where I think, you know, even with what we're doing, we still give it some ancient context, some historical context. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's the key. Everything that we got going on, from the blackface to this to that. If Soldier Boy hadn't never seen anything or anybody making a video talking about blackface, he couldn't have known that was bad. You understand what I'm saying? He might have called an irritated genie or something, you know. But point being is, the dialogue is happening. Umar Johnson is pushing the ball forward.
Peace. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Shout out to the Copper Empress Auntie out there. The links in there. I'm anxious to see what Auntie got to say about the school, because I know she ain't going home that time. Reginald Green, what's up, family? How you doing?
Reginald, what's up, brother?
All the paperwork and deliver your supplies to you.
I got the link out there.
No fees are required. Located
Yeah,
at
man.
I'm step back for a minute, okay?
Suite 883.
All right.
702-431.
So we're talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, right?
Black men of Las Vegas cordially invite you to their black tie game.
You know, like I said, man, we should absolutely expect for him to come home. We expect these guys to come home, because they've been taking the ass whooping for so long in scholarship. Like, I don't know if Umar does does he do any research or whatever. You know what I mean? That might not be his thing. He might not be doing research. He might only going with the African American studies concepts that was given to him, that he got a doctorate in. So for him, he's superior to us in intellect, so he thinks, because he has a doctorate by them. Now, we've already went through what a doctorate is. So a lot of people that have doctorates, unfortunately, they can't do anything for nobody because they're so indoctrinated not to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So for him to move in that direction, like I said,
know and appreciate the culture and history of themselves and others. We'd like you and your organization to be a part of this invention through sponsorship, donations, and volunteering. For more information, contact Dr. Linda Dugan, 702. Southern Soul and Blues.
But
from 6 to 7 a.m. with the Power Hour, giving you the best of Southern Soul and Blues.
Okay, turn it down a little bit.
Y'all new 88.1% Saturday Night Ultimate House Party. I'm Jesse Song.
Can you change the channel?
I'll turn it on.
Good. Yeah, man, we got the people's station out here suck, y'all.
Are
Like,
you looking for mom? Did she go?
nope,
Chief, you
suck.
caught. We got you listening to Garth Brooks, Hootie
Nah,
and
I
the
don't.
Blowfish and shit.
Nah,
Aboriginal
nah.
TB1 in the building. Aboriginal TB1 in the building. The young phenom in the building. The link is in the chat.
Salute, peace to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming through. What you talking?
By the way, y'all, our other channel got hit, so they shut down the other channel. So this is the last one we got until we make another one. Um, yeah. So I mean, we just on the hit list, but it's all good though. It's all good because we getting our own shit, and we can get more channels, but our latest channel we had it got hit already, and it's we're no longer constrained from it for the next probably 90 days. But we still out here. Appreciate everybody, all the familiar faces. Home. Alton Warren even showed up. Let me get you modded up, man, so you won't look like a weirdo out there, Chief Ether. You good? You good? Libra Sun, yeah, Libra Sun looking. Let me see. Let me hook Libra up real quick. There we go. But yeah, Chief, I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, can y'all even hear me? Test it. Test it. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead. Oh, they can hear me. Can y'all hear me as I'm talking to? Okay, yeah, they should be able to hear me. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Oh, they can hear me. Okay, okay. I'll be right back. Peace. How y'all doing? The link is in the description box. And I'll see y'all in a minute.
What happened? Okay. So,
Oh, bingo. Oh, yeah. You finna
so,
collect
so
these.
back to Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson,
Is it
right?
only with Vaughn?
Peace to him, and like I said, congratulations to that. And this is an open forum. You can, it's the People's Station, it's the People's Channel. You can speak your mind, right? You can say whatever you want. But like I said, we're trying to give positive affirmations, right? As opposed to being negative. And I don't, maybe the brother would hear some of them, you know what I'm saying, and feel some of the positive vibrations. And guess what? You have an American studies in the school. Like, there's no school's not going to be teaching this. You will be a Stone Age school. Like, your shit is played out. Like, the shit you teaching is not even real. So, Libra, what you think, bro? You kind of quiet about this.
Yeah, like I say, man, if you're not if you're not teaching, you know, people's true identity, um, I find that a problem, man. I find that a problem if you're going to teach the kids and you're going to end up kicking the can down the road, and so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to teach those African studies. You want to make it, um, I guess, a monument for Marcus Garvey, and that's all well and fine. Um, but you have to teach our kids their true identity and their true history. That's
So we know he knows about this because he said something about it, right? So he knows. But I think that they're kind of confused. I think that see, that once again goes back to people not doing research, right? They've researched what they've been taught to research. You follow me? This is not his area of expertise. Umar, you don't have a doctorate in ancient African studies. We do. So that's where we going with this, right? So we out here correcting Chatters them and the other characters. You know what I'm saying? Brian Forrest them be like, I be like, I be in the chat room going ham, y'all. Like, what the hell is y'all talking about? Nobody, they never even, nobody never says anything. They're like, it's like the white boy just ignores it. The white scientists act like this ain't happening, but it's happening. Like, it's really happening. We really taking the fuck over. It's really coming full circle, back to our ancestors. They can make up all the alien shit they want, everything you can come up with, all the fairy tale shit you want. But at the end of the day, evidence, science, and more scientists. Shout out to Michael Killman. He has archaeology in 10 minutes. Go check him out. It's starting to come out and starting to tell the truth a little bit more and more every day. Even though some of them still try to fall back, it's like they're still try to maintain the theories, out of Africa and the theory. A lot of the theories that are there, they still use them while they're debunking them at the same time. I think that's weird. Like, it's just like, when I'm seeing scientists who have funding doing this, right? Like Chatters and them. When I see them playing word games and semantics and things like that, when they know Africans didn't exist. So when they're saying that they're finding bones thousands, tens of thousands of years ago, it was only black people on the planet tens of thousands of years ago, period. Snow, we're not about to play this game and go back and forth with you Chatters. Or none of you guys. So yeah, we moving on to that fight. That's the fight, man. To take it to the mainstream, to see if Charlamagne and them put this on the mainstream. Y'all see how this work? Let's see if Vlad them. Let's see if y'all really about this culture, because this is the wave. Nobody's not talking about this. Nobody. Like, you slow if you're not doing any research on your own family. Doing research on yourself, knowing who you are, right? Don't let Chief Holiday tell you. I don't know you. I don't know your ancestors. Don't let me tell you nothing. I do know mine. And I knew mine before I knew any of this shit. I didn't know nothing about none of this. Like, when, you just know your family tree. You go to the family reunions and people tell you stories and things of that nature, whatever, right? I didn't get smart until I went to college, right? And here's the thing. Shout out to the medicine man. Last night he went in, he showed us a sneak peek on his new video. I don't know if it came out already or he's about to put it out, right? Shit, fire, right? But he showed these so-called Afro-Mexicans dance troupe down in Mexico, dancing, doing their thing, right? And they were talking to him. They speak pretty good English, right? Damn near better English than us. And that's the first indication, right? Because you know that by them teaching them something, they're indoctrinating them while they're teaching them the goddamn language. Okay, please get that through y'all goddamn head. Don't play like it's like this language wasn't created for usurping your mind, usurping the situation, whatever, right? So that's the first thing. So when she was talking, she don't know nothing about Africa, but she was like, well, I guess we're from Africa. I guess these African dances and stuff like it. I'm like, yo, this is weird. It's crazy. But the indoctrination process is real. But one thing I do know that they are watching YouTube. People are watching stuff. They're getting information, so they're listening. So shout out to the planet, man. Shout out to all the world's Aborigines, man. We are American Aborigines, but we are all family. We're all kin. Right? I don't want to use the word family. We're all relatives. So we're not looking to separate ourselves from the world, but what we are looking at is to put ourselves on the proper world stage, to put ourselves America is great because of us. So let's put ourselves on that pedestal. It's okay. Like when the brothers it was down in Mexico for the Olympics and had their black fists up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? That's what we always belong, on top. So the sports and all of that is just it's our greatness, right? So Ty, I sent another video of the white guy, right? It's like a minute long. Have you seen this yet, Libra?
Which one is that?
The hillbilly looking white dude. I think his name is Bill Bunton.
I've
he
probably
wears
seen. I've probably
wears the
seen
hat. He
some
got
video.
long hair, like nappy like hair, beard, glasses. You know what I'm saying? But he be going in and just be telling like black folk. Well, we're gonna, if y'all haven't seen this brother, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man.
I'm
I think
sure
that's
that
his
I've
name.
caught his videos before though, because he sounds.
Absolutely, he be going off, man. Talking about, he be saying some real shit. So I definitely appreciate. Um, uh, Somebody of anybody telling the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So I stand with the truth, man. So shout out to him. And this is not his first video. He does a lot of these type of videos or whatever.
Right.
It's pretty dope. So shout out to him, man. Um, yeah, when Ty get back, we're gonna play that video. But it just goes back to what we're saying, man. We don't have to be hateful, right? To be great. I think that shows a sign of weakness when you have to, like, you winning, you gotta hate the niggas that's losing. Like, wow, I don't hate you. Like, just get better. Like, we're better. You know what I mean? So don't be mad about that. Show respect to your daddy, to your mamas, to your grandmamas. Like, we are the grandmothers and fathers of this planet. Period. That's what we standing on. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dr. David and I remember when he said that, man, blew us away in that interview. See, people will look back on some of these interviews and be like, yo, that was a classic right there. You dig what I'm saying? This really happened. He actually said that America was the grandmother. And I was like, oh. So shout out to Dr. David Motel. So yeah, man, it's going down, man. Todd Data, you back yet? No. Okay. But so yeah, Libra. So the indoctrination process comes in the schoolhouse. So now generations, like the older people will be like, it's a disconnect with the younger people because you sent them to the school. You told them to get good grades. You even whooped them and whatever, right? You disciplined them and you made sure that they got good grades and made sure that they spoke English well, right? And the right way. Well, they're indoctrinating your children in that language. So when they come back and be talking this Africa shit, it's the same thing with them in Mexico. Oh, we from Africa. We African descent. We Americans of descents of slaves and some dumb shit, right? Like we're gonna have to get into that too. But y'all understand my point. It all comes in the indoctrination. No matter what Louisiana I'm talking about, no matter what the science is talking about, no matter what the murals are talking about, no matter what the statues are talking about, y'all from Africa. See how that work? So yeah, man, shout out to Medicine Man. When y'all see that video, that's the visuals are just overwhelming. Like even some visuals I hadn't seen before, like some statuettes and shit. I was like, oh my god, like what? Like,
So
it's
here's
overwhelming.
the thing,
Yeah,
Chief. Here's the thing, just like you were saying, and this is what I have a problem with because they're how are they identifying these African people of African descent just because they black? Is that the identification tag? You know what I'm saying? And what type of science are they going to be teaching? Are they going to be teaching evolution? Are they going to be teaching out of Africa? I mean, all these things are important. So when it comes down to, educating our kids, we saying, okay, we want to send our kids to this school. Is that furthering the indoctrination process, just like you were explaining before? You know what I'm saying? And if that is the case, then I don't see it as being a step forward. The only thing that I can see is that it's going to ease some people's minds about the safety, the general safety of their kids. That's about it.
Are you talking about the Umar situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Like when you guys see what it looks like inside the school and stuff, it's gonna take a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk safety, it's a lot going on over there. I know this. I wouldn't be sending none of my children to no type of school. Like it's homeschooling for sure. But yeah, I wouldn't send pride and joy. Myself in the future, nowhere like that. So just me. That's just keeping it real. But I wasn't sending to no schools. So.
Well, especially one.
Everybody has a choice. Remember,
Yeah,
slavery was a choice.
I mean, I think the
I,
way
I was
that
I'm talking about Kanye.
I think that the way that a lot of people are looking at schools nowadays is more of a daycare center. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that being the case, um, I don't like I say I don't see it as being a step forward um, if they're going to maintain the the um, the old way of teaching. You know what I'm saying? Now
That's
they
that. That's fair. That's fair. Like, so what you're saying is he gonna be spending millions of dollars in an infrastructure that's old when he could have been spending a fraction of that in the wave in the future. Check. $100,000 website would have shut this shit down, and then another million to facilitate the the the, the like the learning centers across the country. The homeschooling process. That's how I would have did it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? As a forward thinker, I'm not gonna do the old shit. We're gonna warehouse 30 kids and teach them like, come on, like it's a limit to how many children you're gonna be able to teach that way, be able to reach that way. And you were reaching a lot more people on your platform, just on the internet. But you go to any university, you go to a study hall, it's gonna be hundreds of people in the damn study hall, a couple hundred people or whatever in the study hall, listening to a teacher's assistant read out of a book. You take notes, come back and take a test. They ain't taught you shit. They're not. That's just weirdos, man. Weirdo shit. You was just able to sit down and take notes for 4 years or whatever. You know what I mean? And the professor told me before, that the universities was there just to keep people out of the job market. I was thinking about that. It's like, it's interesting. But yeah, so it's weirdo shit, man. I don't. Yeah, I do. I gotta say that I gotta agree with you on that though, Libra. That I'm not saying it's going backwards, but it's not going forward. I will say that.
at least in that respect, you know.
Respect. But the good thing about it that it has an opportunity to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I see.
Yeah, so does a weed.
Damn, that's
You
a
know what I'm
fact.
talking about? As a-
So yeah, so it's just interesting, man.
Like I say, I can appreciate what he's trying to do. I just don't appreciate. Um, I just can't condone the direction um, of as far as the identity of our people.
That
Um,
that thing like it's a school like Professor Xavier for the gifted. You know what I'm saying? It's weirdo shit, man.
and I mean, and all you're doing is doing what you're being able to push an agenda, right?
I mean, definitely you should definitely shape the young men should definitely be shaped by him. That would be a fact. That's true. Some of the other teachers too, but ultimately he would be the one, the shaper. He said something that was interesting that he said in the video, y'all. I gotta say it because we're fair and balanced over here, right? um, he said that he was gonna teach the young men how to be fathers. I think that's interesting. But You know what they say, teachers can teach a situation, but they not necessarily like a finance teacher where they can teach finance, but they don't own a business or so that making millions of dollars. So yeah, so that might be the issue there. So I don't know. I don't know. I thought that's just something that you do as a man. You know, you follow me? Um, I don't think just having a beard and a deep voice makes you a father or a man. You know what I mean? So just put that out there on the record. Shout out to the beard gang though. Peace to the tribe. You heard it here first. We're in the building. You're not. That's facts though. It is a fact. So yeah, with adversity, man, that's when you show your who you are, man, and through adversity too, man, and through things that you go through, man, you see who your real ones are. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's all it be, man. It's just all gotta stand sturdy, man. Gotta be sturdy. Shout out to Leak Moss, man. He got a dope track he just put out called Famous. It's off the chain. Y'all go check it out. We'll play it. Pocket flag.
You know what? One good thing that I will say though that can come out of this whole situation is that I believe that it offers great challenge, right? I believe
It
that
offers.
it offers a great challenge to Aboriginal educators come out of the woodwork, be an educator. That's the challenge I see. So where are the Aborigines with some kind of a background in education or writing that's going to put together a curriculum for Aboriginal studies? Who's going to be the individuals or the group that come out and do that? And when they do come out and do that, are they going to get the support of the people? So that's a challenge for the people as well to support such an.
Well,
You
well,
know what I mean?
I just put this out there. I'm working on my curriculum. I can't say that it's for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say, when I said you heard it here first, a lot of shit that you heard it here first. It was never nowhere else. Nowhere. Nobody ever said it. Nobody ever researched it. Nobody ever uncovered it. It was never said. So yeah, I don't think there's anybody can come up with a curriculum. That's a fucking fact. I really believe that, and just because they make videos, I mean, you know, don't mean that they're a teacher or administrator. I'm great, but hey, I want to play that. I want to play that video with the white guy. Hold on, I'm gonna resend it to you, bro. Cause I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it. But the white guy's talking about how great people are. It's how great black people are. It's in the title. Yeah, you're gonna love this, Ty. This is up your alley right here. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you again.
Peace, peace. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Here we go. Yeah. So we back. We back. Who we got in the chat? Oh, the link up in there if y'all want to get in. We got Mikael Bryant, familiar face. Who else is out there? Who is that? Let me get you out here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see 1 second. We got a brother out there. So a sister out there. Dr. Umar School in the building. So Chief, did you find it? So Chief looking for a video. He wanna show something about a white man having a moment. Okay, let me see what we got. And then I'm doing my little thing here. Who else? Let me see who got in the chat. Who else we got? We got, is that, let me see who else. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Tarata? Tarata?
Hey, Ty, I just sent it to you. But it says black people take back your history.
Tarak. Is that how you said pronounce your name? Oh, that killed me.
Y'all please subscribe, like, share this video. We're going in tonight. As always, we always go in. Even when we playing around, we doing more, saying more than any motherfuckers out there. Respect it to check it. I'm back in my bag. I'm hunting, head hunting, whoever. Scalp season. Shout out to Aboriginal TV.
So it
It
said
is
black people
scalp
take back your
season
history.
always.
That one right there?
Yes, sir. Let's run that. Let's run that bean footage. Shout out to the brother.
All right, yeah, y'all gonna have to go in the chat room and check it out. Here we go. We're going in.
So 11,600 years. Y'all basically ruled the world. I think there was 500 years where they.
Okay, if y'all can hear me, give me 1 second. Is buffering. Um, let me see.
Yeah, man. So check it out, right? We don't have no room for hate, and we don't deal with the black-white thing, man. We deal with righteousness, and we deal with the truth. If you're dealing with the black-white thing, still,
Let me go ahead and refresh this
I don't know what
page
to
real
say.
quick.
I mean, that's a part of
Well, there's been
social
12,000
political construct
Here we go.
that, yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. Hold
years of civilization. So 11,600 years. Y'all basically ruled the world. I think there was 500.
Okay, so testing. What I'm finna do, I'm finna go ahead and download it. It's only a very short video.
Years where they say the Vikings ruled the world.
Yeah, it's only a minute and 47
so basically,
seconds.
11 out of the
That's
12,000
crazy.
years, black people or melanated people have ruled the world. This is
Yeah, it might be because it's cold as hell, or it might be like a high data time or something like that. So give me a couple seconds, I'll go ahead. It sounds like he's finna kick a little knowledge or something more.
Hey,
why they keep your history.
hey guys, I'm gonna have to step away for a few minutes, and I'll be right back.
Want black folks to know how
All right, bro.
powerful their cultures
Get
are,
me? Oh,
how
yeah.
deep their spiritual beliefs were. But
So,
and I think they hold that back from you. But in saying that,
on 4.
if we're gonna blame the white man today, he's just a new king, and he's only been the king.
So,
hold on.
So yeah, man.
I'm
So
finna bring it up. I'm finna bring it up right now. I'm finna bring it up.
oh, okay. You ready right now?
Yeah. I'm finna bring it up.
All right. Yeah, man. Peace to the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Share the video.
For about a little over 400 years.
Okay, so
Let us know what you think.
There's been 12,000 years of civilization. So 11,600 years. Y'all basically ruled the world. I think there was 500.
So hold on. I'm finna put it up on screen. Oops. Give me 1 second. Wow. There we go.
Well, there's been
12,000
years of civilization.
Yes, sir.
So 11,600 years. Y'all basically ruled the world. I think there was 500 years where they say the Vikings ruled the world way back then. So basically 11 out of the 12,000 years, black people or melanated people have ruled the world. This is why they keep your history from you. I agree with that. I don't think they want black folks to know how powerful their cultures are, how deep their spiritual beliefs were. But and I think they hold that back from you. But in saying that, if we're gonna blame the white man today, he's just a new king, and he's only been the king for about a little over 400 years. So we've been under white domination for about 400 years. But who cares who sewed the first flag? Who cares who invented peanut butter? Who cares who the first black man was to be in a white bathroom? That's shit to keep you down. That's shit to say, yeah, man, like we overcame this. You ain't overcame that because you used to be the power of this planet. You used to rule this planet. You could do it again. You're 90% of the fucking world population. And you're going to tell me 10% keep you down because of mind control. It's not because of racism. They put racism in white people. They put fear in white people, y'all. You ain't figured that out yet. If any white person does hate you, it's probably because they fear you. Because they know that they're the minority. They know that they're the real minority outside of America. They know they're the real minority outside of Great Britain. They're the real minority outside of Australia. 10% of the population and 90% sits back and tells how they've been oppressed. Wow! Just fucking wow. Well, there's been 12,000 years of civilization. So 11,600 years. Y'all basically ruled the world. I think there was 500 years where they say the Vikings ruled the world way back then. So basically 11 out of the 12,000 years, black people or melanated people have ruled the world. This is why they keep your history from you. I agree with that. I don't think they.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't never seen that before. But he sound just like one of us. But it seems like it sounds different coming from his mouth. What do you think? He sounds just like the average brother on the street. If you ask
well, here's the thing, right? This ain't his first video that he does this type of stuff and says these things. So if you guys haven't seen him, go check him out. It's not his first time. And I remember the first time I seen it.
It don't fit like that.
Seen him, right? It was years ago. I didn't know how to take it at first. Following me?
Yeah.
Like, somebody like him saying what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how to take it, but I just like, okay, I'm just check out the information and just let it absorb in. Feel me? It ain't nothing that we don't know, but just the fact that white people already know this.
Right.
They already know who we are. And he was like 90%. Y'all 90% of the world. I love it. I love it. But dominance starts in your mind first. It don't start by no gun. Just because has a gun over you, don't make them dominant over you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it's not always gonna be that way. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to take the gun. So dominance doesn't. It has to start in your mind first. So I think that's the difference.
Somebody said he don't agree with us. He lived with natives. His channel was deleted. Um, yeah, you can come on in and
You
listen
don't
in there
agree
if you
with
want to share your knowledge.
Right? What I didn't say he's agreeing with us. What he said right there was absolute facts. And and it just sounds different from somebody else saying it. Different.
Didn't it?
It's funny.
We hear that all the time, every day. There's not a time you to go on YouTube and you don't hear something like that.
Right.
But it sounds completely different for some reason. Even though it's the same shit you hear every day, it sounds different. It's weird.
Hold on. Yeah, man. Peace to all the real ones out there, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. The world needs you. You heard? They need you, man. It's a 911 emergency right now, man. The planet needs you, man. And Libra Son, shout out to Libra Son. He said something that was interesting. He was like, "Yo, we're not kicking the can down. We're gonna make it better for the future generations. Cause they ain't gonna be like some sellout niggas sold their ass out. They gonna have real ones that stood for them and left something for them. Not no fucking hopes and dreams. Keep hope alive. Get the fuck, you niggas." Shit, man. I'm like, yo, this is why I was so angry. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was mad at everybody. I ain't like none. I ain't like nobody. This shit, y'all suck. I've always been fuck these niggas. Fuck. I never. When I didn't even know that this shit was. If you know about certain things, right? You know what I'm saying? You're a youngster, whatever. You just mad. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know why you mad, but it's because niggas is doing you bad. You see what I'm saying? Lying to you. And probably trying to touch on you and shit. I'm not laughing at that, but y'all know what I'm shit. Damn, these bros are terrible. Y'all understand what I'm saying though? Oh, man. Shit. Oh,
Damn,
man.
y'all heard that Chief hit a man and kept going and shit. While he was over here
Yep.
preaching all this
I
peaceful
hit
shit,
it. Kept going.
he just ran over him. Like, yeah, I believe in peace. You just ran the motherfucker over. No, let's cool in. Let's go in. I'm gonna pay back.
But yeah, man. So we're not kicking the can down the road. You know what I'm saying? We definitely we taking it to him, man. So we're gonna take the fight to him, man. So don't think you know what we're doing. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? So we keep it like that for a reason. So remember that. You know what I'm saying, Ty? Yep. She said it. Watch another nigga every time. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about. No way to soften it. So yeah, man. Appreciate everybody. I can't see the chat room right now. We definitely appreciate everybody coming out. I think we're gonna do an open mic next, man. We're gonna shut this down. We're gonna try to keep them as short segments, man. And, we're gonna upload them on our other channels, so be on the lookout. Y'all probably get the notifications and stuff. But subscribe to this channel. Tribe Up and Chief Holiday channel. in the tribeup.app. That's where I'm at. Come holler at me over there. As far as Instagram and all the other, what this is Tribe Ups S&E, right? That's what we on. Hey, I'm talking to Ty, so I'm talking to myself. Yeah, we on Tribe Up Sports News and Entertainment right now. So please subscribe to this channel. And just hashtag Tribe Up. Everything Tribe Up, man. Fuck with us, man. Uh, we keep shutting down channels. You know what I mean? That's nothing. That's why we started our own shit. And that's what we're doing, man. We growing that. We building. Yeah, I mean, we got some things. I think add value to the platform, man, to the community, man. So that's what we feel like we bring into the community, man. So something that's gonna be added value. So even with the commentary and what we bring it to the table, I think is valuable. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that, man. Just grinding, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that put in work. Y'all may not never see them on a video ever, but please believe me, they working behind the scenes, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Y'all definitely know who y'all are with the research and just the wisdom and the counsel. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of things, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Peace, y'all. What else we got going on? Now, yeah. So like I was saying, we're gonna shut this one down. Ty, you there? Yeah. So we're gonna shut this one down, and we're probably gonna come back with 420 friendly. We got some cannabis news, so we're gonna we'll be back with that. So like I said, man, shout out to Dr. Umar Abdullah Johnson. And let's be clear once again, Umar Johnson is not a slave name. All of us wasn't slaves. Names, they didn't bring Johnson here, and we didn't get them from them. Just like Jackson, none of these names. These are all Aborigine names. These are names from this land. So peace to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming out, and we'll see y'all in a minute. 420 Friendly TV. Big Ooga Ooga to the tribe. We out of here.